Alrighty, if you are currently watching this video, this is the second video that I've ever made for this YouTube channel. And on today's journey, I am going to the Collecticon event, which is in San Antonio. I'm actually pulling up to this thing now, and it looks like it's going to be a massive event. My YouTube channel is called Slightly Nerdy because I have always been on the fringe of nerdy stuff to certain degrees. Cars have always been a big passion of mine. Photography has been a big passion of mine. And video games and Pokemon, stuff like that's always been a passion of mine. But I wouldn't say that I am the most versed in some of these things. So I'm only slightly nerdy. I'm slightly nerdy about a lot of things is more of the problem. So this is my first time going to one of these big events. And I'm kind of curious to see what it's like. And I figured I'd share that with you guys. So let me get in here to the parking and I'll talk to you about what's going on. All right, so just got parked and just want to talk about this event. So I do not, again, this is why I'm slightly nerdy. I don't know all of the names of the people that are here, but some of the special things that are going on here is Waka Flocka apparently is doing a concert to some degree. I don't think my ticket covers that, or maybe it does, I don't know. But you also have the singer of the Pokemon theme song is here. I don't know, I think they're performing once or twice or something during this event, so that's huge. The female voice actor who did Ash Ketchum in the original series, as well as a bunch of other animes, is going to be here. The actor who was Darth Maul in episode 1, he's also been a stunt actor in some other movies as well. He is here. They have all these different guest speakers, and there's all kinds of other things for other animes that covers. I don't even remember because again, I don't know all the anime. I just know specific things. I do know that this is an expensive event to get to. I paid about $40 for one day's ticket, and what sucks, I'm only going to be here for about 3 hours, so I'll try to get my money's worth out of that. And then it was another $15 to park, and that's before I go in here and probably buy some stuff. So obviously, that's how you know you're in the big leagues for these things, when you're spending over $50, almost $60 just to even be on the property. I guess you could have tried to park and walk in or Uber or whatever. You split it up with a car full of people. It is what it is. But either way, it's going to be kind of a big deal. You can see the huge building behind me there is where this is apparently at. So we'll kind of see what it's like, and we'll show you some cool vendors. Should go without saying, but again, this is my second video, and if you're kind of into this content, you want to kind of follow along in my journey while I check out different video game stores, or I don't know, action figure, comics, card collecting stores, things like that, consider giving me a subscribe and leave some comments on what you'd like to see. All right, we are in the belly of the beast. Just got our wristband, and yeah, this place is huge. We'll try to just give a general, we'll try to give just a general tour of what's going on here, and then we'll kind of walk around and check out some booths. Looks like we've got all the different special people. Yeah, Ray Park. Looks like he's not here right now. There's some sort of person for the Mario voice. Yeah, Eric Vale. Got a pretty good line there. Looks like maybe late in the day they don't have everybody here. I think I saw that on the schedule. Original Pokemon theme song singer. There he is, Jason Page right there. It's pretty cool. So I think all of this area is like the special speakers, the special guests, artists, and I don't know, I guess text collector is like a local thing. Lots and lots of vendors, of course. Oh, there's Waka Flocka. You got everything here. Crazy. What am I doing right now? I guess for $40 plus parking, for all this plus the concert, that's not bad at all. I know this is a traveling convention. They got some pretty sweet things. I think PSA has some people here. You can send things off. God, this place is huge. Look at this. Got some materia on these things. Cosplay stuff. Got your PSA graded little, looks like a case of some kind. Yeah, there's PSA and Beckett. Met a random guy earlier today, an older gentleman that overheard me talking about this event with somebody. He said he had a huge box of original Magic cards, and he was going to probably go grab that box out of his closet and bring it out here and see what kind of value they might have. And I hope for him he did that. I think he was with his daughter, who's about my age, and she was recommending he come out and do it as well. Get some Collecticon t-shirts. Good God. There's a chance I might have to come back here tomorrow. There's just no way. No way I'm seeing everything. We got big Charizard in the snack and eating area. What have I done? What have I done? Good God. T-shirts, I mean, yeah, this is going to be a hard place to not spend a crap ton of money. Look at these. Little Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Skateboard deck. I know we're kind of just going all over the place, but there's going to be things that I'm not going to be able to see and get up close with. What are these hats, mystery boxes? Don't see any specific video game stuff. We'll have to see if somebody's set up there. Maybe they just have related. That's a sweet. Oh man. For those that are into that. What in the heck?
I'm here, my friend.
Huge tapestries.
Sick, dude.
All right, these are sick. I got to stop for a second, check those out. It's a cool table with the backlighting as well. Oh yeah, look at that. This way? Holy moly. Yeah, I think best thing we could do is put this thing away and check some stuff out, and if there's anything really neat, I will make sure the stuff that I think is neat, I'll try to share it with you guys. And yeah, this is huge. I don't think I'm gonna see even half of this today. Gotta love some of this apparel people make. Pretty creative stuff in here. It's like that's pretty neat. Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles. Come on, is that not the coolest thing? Why is Squirtle so freaking cool? Just, I love it. So here's something interesting. That was the Pikachu Van Gogh Museum campaign, and this one's $700. I just saw it at another booth, and it looks like they're both from the same set. But if you look back over here, this is in my other clip, and this is about where I've seen the pricing on this at other places. They've got $1,700 on it there as well. Gem Mint 10. This is a different grading source, maybe? That one also says Gem Mint. I'm just don't exactly know what that card grading is, and maybe that's the reason why it's different in value. That's interesting. You'd almost think that you could just buy that, crack it up, and send it off for a PSA or something and make money. All right, now we're in my favorite stuff. We got found some video game folks. We got some, looks like some handhelds down over there. We got some N64s we got to check out. Looks like we got all kinds of cartridges. Got some complete in box stuff. Yeah, look at that. That's a platinum, but Japanese. That's cool. Little black and red Vita. That looks good. Ooh, see, this is nice. I've got one of these, but in white. That's a great color as well. Here's a Vita 1000. That's pretty cool. It's got a nice sparkle on that blue. It's in good condition. Got to be careful over here. Got a Pikachu DS. Got some cards. Got some packs. Got all kinds of stuff. Let's check these out. Look at this. I need to get a cartridge. I have this box. I have all the books that come with it. I just need the cartridge. I need to buy that at some point. That way my box can be worth that kind of money. And they have not been coming down at all. It's just crazy to see one of these out here in the wild. So I'm certainly basic when it comes to Pokemon. I'm a Gen 1, Gen 2 guy, so it's always nice to see all the different Charizard variants out there from different packs over the years. It's probably one of the most produced cards, I would say. I think these are Mega Evolutions, if I'm not mistaken. In Japanese, looks like it's got the full set there of the Bulbasaurs, which is neat. Just see cards for days. Some different looking, I think it's like a tag team there, looks pretty neat. Mew and Mewtwo. Old school right there. I think I have one of those in English somewhere in my card collection. A sucker for any of the Mewtwo's as well. Mewtwo's and Gengars. Yeah, so there's another Charizard poking around in there. Mimikyu is a neat card. I've always thought these Blastoise cards from the newer sets are neat too. Fat Pikachu.
Northern Raichu,
Here's something neat. I haven't seen this before. Shadow Lugia. Graded as well. With the Suicune. It's from the GameCube game. I've never even seen that. That's neat. Alright, so we've got some neat stuff here. There's a holo Dark Charizard, and I have that in a non-holo in US, if I'm not mistaken, the Rocket one, and that's just neat to see, even though it's the Japanese one. Same with the Venusaur beside it, but as we come down here, these are crazy. You've got the Dark Gengar, first edition, Shining Charizard, which is just neat to actually see that in person. It's got a really cool, it's hard to see, but just the way the outline is on that Charizard. And then of course you've got the old-fashioned, look at that, $6,200 for a first edition. Not graded all that well. Still crazy at $6,500, but some good cards. There's a number 10 promo Mew. Some great cards over here. Stuff I'm not able to buy. There's that Bubble Mew I was just talking to somebody about from Paldea, and I wasn't even aware that was the chase card from that. That's why I like coming here. I'm kind of learning stuff. Black Bolt and White Flare. Those are neat cards right there to see. Here's some stuff that is not your typical Pokemon, everything else. You got some neat cosplay, weaponry. Like the really, really nice detail on some of these pieces, and they're all plastic, foam. Really nice construction, really good. Oh yeah, here's a metal one. Looks great. Really nice attention to detail on these things. Here's some of the classic ones. I don't know, is this a Power Rangers one? I don't know. There's a Power Rangers one right there. Dino Thunder, maybe? I only might get that right because my son is into it. Hugely into it. Yeah, there's some good ones there. Oh man, you even got the Keyblade. Somebody who's going for that. You got a few of them. That's pretty sick to see. Good old Square Enix stuff right there. There's Cloud's broadsword. Missing the materia unlike the one I saw earlier. One of these days I want to get one of these old packs. These old base sets. The juice is never worth a squeeze. It's just cool to have one. Cool to see them out. Here's another neat set that I've not seen before.
Yeah, those are cool.
It's like from the original Japanese games. Never seen those. Those are neat. I don't know if 800 is a good price or not, but that's cool. All right, so I just scooped up a few loose cards from a kid and his dad that had a small booth over there. Cool stuff. He's, I think, local here in San Antonio, is going to be opening up a brick and mortar shop here soon. I'll show you those at the end of the video, but it just goes without saying, I'm not even halfway through this part of the building, and I only have an hour and a half left here. So this place is insane. So much stuff to see. It's almost overwhelming, but let's dig back in. All right, this is right up my alley right here. New 3DS, should be sealed in box. It's got the plates on it. Looks like it's got the extra ones in there as well. I've never seen these one before, but I guess it has the original games included on there, which is kind of neat. I guess you can still buy them back then on the store for the 3DS. All right, so this is my favorite kind of stuff to see at all these events nowadays. There's so much, every event that I go to, there's just a new type of 3D printing that's going on, and this might be some of the coolest 3D printing I've seen. You can see all the different pieces to it. But being able to print something like that and have that kind of quality there with the eyes and everything, it just looks great. And there's just so much creativity, and there's a lot of these files going around, but look at all these little Cyndaquils, Snorlaxes. You got all kinds of just neat designs with the Pokeballs, or the Blastoise Pokeball. Just all kinds of neat stuff that you can do. You got skeletons of Pokemon. There's Lapras, and I don't know how Gengar has a skeleton, but all right. Scyther, just neat stuff, honestly. Nice to see some non-Pokemon stuff as well. There's plenty of it. This is the stuff that I just don't know enough about. So, if there's anybody watching this that sees anything cool, let me know. I think this is like One Piece. Well, some of it is. All kinds of neat. I've never even seen SpongeBob cards before. I don't even know. It's just cool to check out. So cool. I mean, I'm back over here again. Saw the Cubone. I had to show that. I just think that's probably one of my favorite older Pokemon there. But tons of other stuff as well. This one's got a light in it. It's just all kinds of neat stuff. I love the Ninja Turtle shells. Just such cool details on these things. Hollow Knight. I'll just love it. It's just neat to see what's out there with 3D printing. All right, so this section is for my wife and everyone else's wives, girlfriends, some of you dudes as well. Got all kinds of Fourth Wing and other types of stuff. I guess from Dragon Egg, get some cool keychains. These are also 3D printed, I'm pretty sure. It's neat having the lights in there. Some 3D printed bookmarks as well. Some more dragon and Hogwarts looking stuff. But the books here are probably the cool thing. The Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, Onyx Storm. That's neat. You got Akatar right over here as well. So again, just cool to see some 3D printed stuff. It's getting better and better over the years. All right, so I'm over here checking out these really cool posters that are over here. This is just a neat booth in its own right, honestly. You can see just how many different poster designs they have. And as I'm browsing through here, there's some really neat stuff over here. The Nuka-Cola gun. Look at the Nuka-Cola right here. But this is probably the coolest thing right here. Look at this Pip-Boy. I don't know if this actually does anything, but it definitely has some sort of a screen or something on there. So that is really sick. All right, so just bought a couple different booster bundles, a couple more loose cards, and a couple interesting packs. One I'll show you here again at the end, and then another one I just hadn't bought before. And I am now finally making it back into the big arena where Waka Flocka was earlier. Now that there's no music, it's a little bit more quiet. We'll check it out. I got about 30 minutes, so we're just gonna see if there's anything that's worth me buying in the last 30 minutes, but this place is cool. Again, just to put it in perspective, this is where I just tried to walk around and I didn't even see half of it, honestly. And this is now where I'm going. So wish me luck. All right, so this is the hard part. They close here in a little bit, and I just remember there was a couple cheap cards that I wanted to pick up at another booth. And the hard part when you're at these places is you have to go try to find where the heck you were when you're wanting to buy those things. So let's see if we can figure that out. All right, mission success. Found what we were looking for. Had to search a little bit for it, and I think I had to piecemeal things from a couple different booths, but I was able to find some fat Pikachus, just some $5 cards for one each for me and my son, since he's kind of into all that. So let's check out the last couple things here for the few minutes, then we'll head outside and we'll show you all the crap we bought. See, I'm only slightly nerdy, but here you got mega nerd. All right, it is after 6. I just made my last couple purchases, and I am broke because of this place. From getting here to buying this stuff, and I didn't even really buy that much high dollar stuff. Actually, I never buy high dollar stuff. Let's just be real. So let's get out of here, get back to the hotel, and I'll show you guys the spread. All right, let's see what the haul was. So I'm gonna go from reverse order. So the last couple things that I bought all the way up to the first things that I got. So here is the last thing that I got right as I was getting ready to leave. So there was a shot of this earlier in the video, and it just kind of stuck with me. There were so many cool shirts and sweatshirts and hats, but this one here just stuck out to me the most because it kind of fits into my slightly nerdy brand, where this is a bit meta. For those that know Pokemon, you know what this is. So, you know, it's like a Bass Pro Shop hat, of course. But instead of the bass, it has the carp on there. And not just any carp, it's Magikarp. So got this from one of the vendors there. I happened to swing by right at the end of there packing things up. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I had my video of this hat, I would have not had an easy time even finding it again, as that just became a trouble there at the end. They were already packing them up, but they had one black one and one purple one. So I decided the executive decision was to get the black one. So good deal on that. So I also got a couple booster bundles. This was kind of an end of the day purchase as well. So you can see I've got a Mega and a Phantasmal Flames here. These were $45 a piece, which is about as cheap as I've seen. Typically these are $50. Some people are asking more. I was able to get $5 knocked off for buying both. So not bad for 6 packs each on those. I try to make sure that I'm, you know, if I can't buy them at retail, I try to have, you know, definitely keep things under $10 a pack, especially if I can get closer to $6 or $7 a pack. Softens the blow a little bit. So I thought that was a pretty good find. So I'll open those up here in a separate video. We also have Silver Tempest. I don't think this is necessarily a massively popular set. This was like an $8 or $9 pack of cards maybe. But I don't think that I've bought one of these before. And anytime I see like any of the original kind of OG legendaries, like Lugia in this case, I'm always going to scoop that up. So I thought that was kind of neat. I tried to get one random thing. This is a set of cards, though, that I have not seen for a long time. It was only at one other place in Georgia that I'd seen these, but this is like the Mega Pack or whatever they call it. There's a name for it. I think these were either Chinese or Korean or Japanese. I should have looked up what the language was beforehand. But point is, you can see that there's a specific hit rate on these, especially if you buy them in a box. Oh, there it is, for sale in Japan only. So these are kind of unique. This was about a $25 pack typically. I think I got the 2 of these from the same booth, and they knocked off like $5 for both. So still about $25, maybe $20, depending on how you look at it. And for 35 cards, this is a cool one because in every single one of these packs, you're going to have a guaranteed rare, I think is what it is, or super rare or something like that. So there's always some neat cards in there. And I think in one box, you've got the special art rare or whatever. So it's kind of a locked in, like all the Japanese cards are really, it's a locked in hit rate on some of the cool cards. But when you open up a pack like this, and this is like the Black Bolt White Flare set, it's just kind of neat with the Japanese flair on it. So I thought that was a cool one to scoop up. I kept telling myself if I found those around Texas, I'd be buying them. So I'm glad I found a pack. They had a little bunch of them actually. So these are ones that I got for my son. This is the one that I was trying to find last minute. So he's a huge Pikachu fan. What kid isn't? And he specifically loves the Dynamax Pikachu. So apparently I thought that I was getting the same card twice because I had to get them from 2 separate booths. But I messed up. These are slightly different from each other. I think one's a promo card and one's from the set. But this is the one that he had wanted. So it actually worked out, Gigantamax. So it kind of worked out because I thought that I was buying 2 of these. but instead I actually got one of each, and this is the one that apparently my son has always wanted. Now these are all like $5 cards. Don't mind the stickers. These were just reused sleeves that they gave me. But yeah, basically $5 each for these, maybe $5 or $6. So one for me, one for him. So those are cool. I'm happy with those. And then these were from the same booth, and I felt like the pricing was really good on these. I couldn't find any real issues with the cards. But these are promo cards from when the TV show came out. Anytime I can see these old cards, you can see they've got, you know, dates on them from 95 to 98, with the last one being 99 there on the bottom right. It's got the Ken Sugimori. You can see right there, barely if my camera focuses, you can see his artworks on this. So I love these original Pikachu cards, and especially when it's the promo ones. And I'm pretty sure, from what I could tell on price charting, these have come up quite a bit, and this is more like a $20-something card, $26, $28 card, ungraded. And I think if it grades really well, they're actually worth pretty good money. So might be a fun one to send off. But I thought this was in the same binder right next to it. But I thought this would be a great one to have with it as well. So it's from the same set, from the same WB Pokemon movie show, but it's got the Mewtwo. And I was like, man, if you're going to have, you know, that set, and I feel like I might have the Mew promo back at home. So I need to look through my card collection and see if it's in there. But if I do, it'd be great to have the Pikachu, the Mewtwo, and the Mew. So great to have all those together for my collection. All right, so last set was actually, this is the first thing that I ended up buying when I was there. So this whole entire bag, you can see it's got Atlas Card Shop on there. So shout out to Atlas Card Shop here on San Antonio. He is working on a brick and mortar location. So I got this really nice bag from him. His purchase, he threw in these sleeves, which is just a nice little add-in. Happy with that. But let me just show you the cards that I was able to snag from him. Now, these cards are apparently all pulled by his son, which is the story he was saying, and his son was all over it. He was really the one that sold me the cards. Apparently, all of these cards are ones that he had pulled. So this entire stack of singles is what I got from them. So some of these are in Korean, but I still thought it was kind of neat. So you've got some of these Korean VMAX, different evolutions and things like that. So you've got that one here. You've got Glaceon, you've got Jolteon. Any of these Gen 1 stuff, again, I'm huge for. Flareon and Umbreon. And honestly, I'm not sure what this is. I thought it was Espeon or something. But again, I'm not the expert on this stuff. I'm only slightly nerdy here. But I thought it was really cool to have most of this set. And if they're going to be Korean, at least it's neat to have the whole set. So I'm going to have to go back through and see if I've got anything missing and maybe just find the one or two cards that might complete the set. But to get all these Vs, I thought that was really cool, even if they're in Korean. So those came from that table. This is kind of in that same line, but you can see we've got a Prismatic Evolutions EVEX. So nice to have. And then apparently I'm on a Mewtwo kick, as you saw with my other card, because I got both Team Rocket Mewtwo's. You can see one's the promo card and one's from the set. And then I also have this Mewtwo V as well. I'm not sure which set this is from either, honestly. But anytime I can see these Mewtwo cards out there and they're not the crazy $200 and $300 and $700 cards, I try to scoop them up. So thought that was neat. And then last but not least is a Mega Venusaur EX from the most recent, well, almost the most recent set there. That's a card that I would just be happy to pull from a pack. So it's just nice to kind of have it as a loose like that. So I don't have to be pulling them indefinitely. And then last thing I got from him was Team Rocket's Moltres. Again, none of these cards are really worth a ton, but I got all of these cards, which I think was like 12 cards or 10 cards or something here, and only paid $28, which I thought was a steal. He was a pull card. He put one out. He was like $2, $3, and the fixed there was like $4 obviously these cards don't really have a whole lot of value. Like you think there has something. Like you, let's pick the mixture and got the whole system. Just $28 for strength and take cards. Plus he gave me the sleeves. Plus he threw in the bag, like, you know, it's a bag, but it's a nice bag that costs money. I thought that was pretty good. So this was my haul for the day. I'm pretty happy with this. And I'd be curious to see what you guys think if I got any really good deals in here. Stay tuned if you want to look at my other videos, as I will probably go through and open up these packs on camera.